Valerie Motta, dear Chung Fu, I am going through a critical period of life. I have 2 discopathies in the vertebral column and 2 lumbar sacral hernias that cause me a lot of pain. I continue my spiritual journey with love, and above all, I try to perform the task chosen by my soul in this incarnation. But I have the feeling of feeling disconnected, and I find it difficult to rebalance my chakras. What can I do to get through all this? Thanks, with infinite love. Blessings from Italy.
It's very challenging, G1. Blessings to you. You know, I think the reason why you're having difficulty to balance the chakras, you know, they shouldn't really depend, as it were, on the spine. It's more a matter really of your emotional body and what you feel at this present time. I think you're feeling really quite kind of defeated is too strong a word, but it's you know, there's not much fun in life, not enough fun, not enough joy. You know, it's been a very, very stressful time of being prevented, actually, actively prevented from having fun, listening to music, going out, seeing beautiful, creative work, joining in gatherings. So, you know, the spine really does express. It goes right back to your childhood. It's expressing a feeling of no one is there for me. Nothing, I got nothing behind me to support me. You know, and this feeling of not being able to just lean back and rest and feel comfortable and at home and looked after, taken care of. This goes back a long way. So, again, what I suggest to you, which, you know, yes, it will help the physical, but it will mainly help your emotional situation inside yourself of a kind of a despair and a loss. And so, you know, try to really understand the way it works. You're going to have to work at that quite a bit, because this has been a slow grinding you down process. And what you got to try and find is the why of it. What happened for you when those operations started to happen? What are the feelings that you went through? Who is that woman who I can see? It's almost as though she's coming in through. It's odd, but she's kind of coming in through the discs, through the places where the discs had been moved around. And it's like, this is not the first life, but you have been kind of manipulated. Your strength has been manipulated and somewhat taken from you. So there's a strong, it's interesting how we're getting a lot of questions like that today, you see, from strong spiritual women feeling really, you know, in pain and hurting, and because there's a great weight to carry in the world. And then there's your personal interface with that work of emancipation and freedom of ideas, but also, you know, the freedom to get any support you would need, whether that's financial, whether that's social, whether that's physical, whether that's survival. And because those supports are not there on the whole in your culture, then there's a place of panic somewhere. And that panic comes out. Panic to survive, panic to feel all right in your life. It wears you down. So that focus really, again, on, first of all, the time when it all started happening, and then looking back and seeing how brave you've been, seeing your courage, really honoring you and feeling yourself embracing this part of you that has held the wounding, suffered disappointment and sorrow and pain. And just go in that sense, on the inside, and feel the energy that's pouring in from your higher self. And cast that light around you in the emotional body, in your heart center. And just call all of you into that radiant light and feel how big you are, how big you have become through this suffering. But also, there's some constriction, clearly. And so wherever you feel constricted, and that can be, and probably is mostly in your body, go back there in your mind's eye to when that started happening. And feel yourself untangling the part of you that had a lot of feelings but hasn't really expressed them all. Holding her, feeling her frustration, but feeling a masculine power inside you that is standing at her back. And feel that power in you. So when there are physical permutations as a result of surgical intervention, it's harder still than if there is an old story of, medical or medicine intervention. Physical manipulation by surgery, by cutting, is very, very challenging. I'm not going to say it's impossible. It's definitely possible. What needs to happen is that you design for yourself times in your life when you really can take all the pressure off your back, but consciously. So not sort of randomly, but as a conscious, focused meditation where you are lying down, you have crystals on you, and you feel all the good things, all the wonderful things about your life, and you fill up with them in your back. Because there is a place here where you have not been recognized in your joy. So again, there's ongoing work to do here, and we will do some more of it. But try to remember, it's every day. You're changing actual cells and light codes in your body, and the questions that you bring, actually you know the answers in a primal way. When I speak them, it's not really a surprise to you. Notice that you knew them already. Peace.